It is the single most confusing, frustrating, and psychologically maddening situation a man can face in modern dating. You meet a woman. The chemistry is undeniable. She's laughing at your jokes, touching your arm, making deep eye contact. Every signal her body and her energy can possibly send is screaming, "I am interested." You leave that interaction feeling like you're on top of the world. You send a confident, well-crafted text. You wait, and you are met with a wall of silence. Hours turn into a day turns into 2. You see she's active online, posting stories, living her life, but your message sits there, a monument to your confusion. You start to question your own reality. Did I imagine that entire connection? Was it all in my head? Let me tell you right now, you are not crazy. That connection was likely very real. But you are misunderstanding what her silence means. Her silence is not a rejection of you, it is a subconscious reaction to you. Today, we are uncovering the untold truth. We're going to break down the 5 core psychological reasons a woman who genuinely likes you will suddenly go cold. And the 5th reason is the one you need to hear, because it's the one that gives you all the power back. Reason number 1. The fear barrier. The connection was too strong. The first and most counterintuitive reason is that the connection was so powerful, it actually scared her. This is especially true if she's been hurt in the past or if she's not actively looking for something serious. The psychology. For many women, a powerful, instant connection doesn't just feel exciting, it feels vulnerable. It means she has something real to lose. Your potent connection bypassed all her logical defenses and hit her right in the heart. Her subconscious mind goes into self-preservation mode, screaming, "Warning! This is moving too fast. High risk of getting hurt." Her silence is her hitting the emergency brake. It's an internal battle. It's not about you. It's about her trying to regain control of her own overwhelming feelings. How to spot this? The in-person energy feels undeniable and electric, but her digital communication is full of friction and delays. The high-value move: lower the pressure. Do not double text or ask, "Is everything okay?" That screams neediness and validates her fear. Instead, you must be the calm, stable force. After a few days of silence, send a low-investment, high-value text. Don't mention her silence, just send something that relates to a past conversation. Example: just walked past that insane donut shop we were talking about. Made me laugh. Hope you're having a great week. This is perfect. It shows you're not needy, it reminds her of the good feelings, and it takes all the pressure off her. Reason number 2, the unspoken congruence test. Okay, this is a big one. Sometimes her silence is a deliberate or subconscious test of your strength. She felt a connection, she knows she likes you, but now her brain is asking a critical question. Is this man for real? Is that confidence he showed me genuine, or was it just an act to impress me? The psychology. Female attraction is deeply, biologically tied to a man's emotional strength and stability. She needs to know that the man she's with is a rock, not a leaf that gets blown around by the winds of her validation. By pulling back and going silent, she's subconsciously testing your frame. Will you crumble? Will you get anxious and needy? Will you get angry? Or will you remain unshakable, confident, and centered on your own life? How to spot this? This often happens after a really great first or second date. Everything went perfectly, and then she pulls back sharply. The high-value move? Demonstrate unshakable purpose. Your reaction to her silence is the entire test. The winning move is to do nothing and live an awesome life. Don't text her, don't call her. You get busy. You focus on your mission, your workout, your friends. Post an Instagram story of you out with your circle, having a great time. When you are genuinely unbothered by her silence because your life is already fulfilling, you pass the test with flying colors. She will often be the one to reach out, her attraction multiplied because your confidence was proven to be real. Reason number 3. You're an option, not yet the priority. This is the hard truth of modern dating. She likes you, yes. She thinks you're cute, funny, and interesting. But she might also be talking to 3 other guys who are just as cute, funny, and interesting. You had a good connection, but you haven't yet separated yourself from the pack. The psychology. This isn't malicious. It's about opportunity and emotional bandwidth. She's keeping her options open, and her attention is a finite resource. She's not ignoring you because she's afraid or testing you. She's ignoring you because she's genuinely distracted by someone or something that has captured more of her attention at this moment. You are on her maybe list, not her hell yes list. How to spot this? The communication is lukewarm and inconsistent. She might reply, but with low energy. Plans feel vague. You feel like you're the only one putting in the effort. The high-value move. Mirror her investment and raise your value. Chasing harder here is a fatal mistake. It just cements your status as the guy who is trying too hard. The move is to pull back and mirror her level of investment. If she takes a day to reply, you take a day to reply. In that time, you focus on making your own life more interesting. When you do communicate, your goal is to be the most exciting part of her day. Be funny, be bold, be different from the other guys sending, "Hey, how was your day?" texts. Become the clear choice, not by chasing, but by being the best option. Reason number 4, she's genuinely busy or overwhelmed. We often get so caught up in our own heads that we forget the simplest explanation. She's a human being with a complex life. A major deadline at work, a family emergency, final exams, a sick pet. Life happens. The psychology. When a person is under intense stress, their brain goes into survival mode. The new exciting guy goes from being a priority to a non-essential task on an already overwhelming to-do list. Her silence isn't a rejection of you. It's a triage of her own mental energy. She literally might not have the bandwidth to engage in witty banter or plan a date. How to spot this? Often she will have given you a clue. She might have mentioned a crazy week at work coming up, or that she's dealing with some family stuff. The high-value move, the empathetic leadership offer. Don't ask, "Are you okay?" which forces her to explain her stress to you. Instead, send a text that shows you remember what she's going through and offers a simple, no-pressure solution. Example, "Hey, I know you mentioned this week was going to be crazy with your project deadline. Just wanted to say I'm thinking of you. Let's grab that celebratory drink next week when the dust has settled. You tell me when you're free." This is a masterclass move. It shows you listen, you're empathetic, you're not needy, and you're leading by setting a future plan without demanding her time now. Reason number 5. You unintentionally killed the vibe, the self-audit. And here it is, the untold truth that gives you all the power back. She was into you, but then you did something to lower the attraction. The psychology. Attraction is a delicate flame. Often, after a great first impression, a guy will fall into one of 2 traps that douse that flame. The needy trap. He starts texting too much, asking for validation. "Did you have a good time?" and trying to lock down the next date too aggressively. He moves from confident man to anxious pursuer. The boring trap. He becomes predictable. His texts become an interview. "How was your day? What are you up to?" The mystery and excitement she felt in person dies a slow, boring death over text. How to spot this? Look at your text conversation. Are you the one sending novels while she sends one-word replies? Are you always the one initiating? Did the vibe shift directly after you sent a specific, needy, or boring text? Be honest. The high-value move, the pattern interrupt. You need to shock the system and break the pattern you've established. Stop what you're doing. Go silent for a few days to let the frame reset. Then, come back with a text that is completely different in tone. It should be confident, fun, and maybe even a little cocky, in a playful way. Example, instead of, "Hey, haven't heard from you," wait a few days and send, "My dog just did the funniest thing and I thought of you." You're not allowed to ask for dog pics, though. It's bold, it's not about her, and it reignites the fun, mysterious vibe she was attracted to in the first place. So, the 5 core reasons. She's afraid, she's testing you, you're an option, she's overwhelmed, or you killed the vibe. The golden rule that cuts across all of these is this. Your reaction to her silence is everything. Getting needy, angry, or anxious is an instant fail in every single scenario. But being a calm, confident, centered man whose happiness is not dependent on her text message, that is the most attractive move you can make. Stop trying to be a detective of her behavior and start being the architect of your own attractive life. Now, I want to hear from you. We've all been there. Which one of these reasons do you think is the most common one you've faced? Drop the number in the comments below. Let's see what the community thinks. If this video brought you clarity, do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe for more no BS dating psychology and hit that notification bell so you're always ahead of the game. Stay centered. I'll see you in the next one.